Well, Democrats are pushing a new $1.2 trillion tax plan that critics are calling a redistribution plan. It offers the middle class a tax credit paid by new taxes on the wealthy. But, Steve, you say this plan is actually going to hurt the middle class instead. How?
Well, all it does is redo the shares on the deck of the Titanic when the economy is sinking. The fact of the matter is you need pro-growth measures. Reagan understood it. Kennedy understood it. Lowering tax rates all across the board, having a stable dollar, none of the uncertainty around Obamacare. And what this tax is going to do is going to hurt people's 401ks, which is not going to help the economy, hurt startups because they're not going to have capital. So this thing's a loser all around. They don't get to the real cause of stagnation.
And, Rick, we have had 6 years of taxing the rich more, and all it has led to is the rich getting richer and the middle class getting poorer. In fact, the top 5%, they've seen their income go up nicely, almost 9% since 2009. The median folks, though, the folks in the middle, have gone down 5%, and that's with tax increases on the rich.
Well, clearly the rich have gotten richer, which makes me wonder why we're being so concerned. But let's be realistic about something.
Because we're interested in the middle class. That's why we're concerned.
What's bothering a lot of people about this proposal is that it would be available to people up to $100,000. We all know that when you're in Congress, you start high, you negotiate down. This won't end up a tax credit for people earning that much money. Also, keep in mind that we have often done this. We do it if you have kids, you get tax credits. You know, there are many things society will do to help people out during a rough time.
But
I think that's all this is.
Sabrina, the thing is, they say it's a paycheck bonus tax. It's a free check from the government. How many times have we heard that before?
Right, it's a free check from the American taxpayers. I mean, once again, as John always says, the government doesn't have any resources of its own. But I'm wondering, you know, once in a while I start to think that it might be the least creative administration that we've ever seen. All they do is redistribute money. The most notable example is Obamacare. And so now, once again, we're seeing this. And instead, as Steve said, what we really need is a pro-growth system in which we streamline the tax system. We allow for policies that are going to encourage economic opportunity and allow the middle and lower income families to actually take care of themselves.
And EMAC, the great thing is we've had 6 years. We've had a long enough period of trying redistribution to realize it doesn't work.
Yeah, flat GDP growth. Listen, this tax is a middle-class tax. This tax break, so to speak, it's a middle-class tax hike. It's an open secret on Wall Street that Wall Street would pass this along to 401k, mutual funds, and IRAs in the form of higher fees. Whoever's dreaming this up again has no more sense than an oyster, no more common sense than an oyster, and there's no lockbox for it.
No more common sense than an oyster. Would it help or hurt the middle class?
It would hurt the middle class, David. I mean, I would have loved to have been in the room when they thought of this. What were they doing? They're saying, we've had a terrible economy. I know, let's punish successful people because we want less of them. The only thing this would accomplish is we'd have a country where there'd be a lot fewer people earning $100,000 or more. That's it.
All right. We are for the middle class right here in Forbes on Fox. Meanwhile, getting beat up in this wild up and down